Alright, Schlockmeister fans, I'm going to watch another one off of this 50 Chilling Classics compilation. This one's a re-review from my previous channel called Slashed Dreams, starring Freddy Krueger himself, Robert Englund. Let's check it out. This is Jenny. She got a letter from her friend Michael.
He's living in the mountains and he built his own cabin. He says he's never been happier with himself.
Michael used to be a student there, but he's kind of checked out of society.
I know what I said, Jimmy. You know, Michael can't face life. That's why he ran away to the woods.
Well, he says he's looking for meaning.
Bullshit. You know, times have changed.
Michael used to be a student here with the rest of them.
Talk about insensitivity.
A fight breaks out,
You're so
verbal.
damn narrow, all you can do is relate things back to yourself.
Okay, that does it. Both of you, get the hell out of my house. Hey, why don't you go up to the mountain and play the candy-ass friend?
Oh, come on, he's okay. He really doesn't need me.
No, it's not such a bad idea after all.
I think it's a great idea.
So Jenny and her boyfriend Robert decide to go in quest for Michael. Believe it or not, the guy who runs the local shop is Rudy Valley, or played by Rudy Valley. What the hell he's doing in this movie, I have no idea.
I've heard that song before.
Yes, it's become a sort of classic. It's one of the thousands that I introduced over the airwaves in the days of big time radio.
He sells him a few supplies.
Might you point us in the direction of Navarro Ridge?
I told you it's very, very hazardous. I'm going to insist you take this knife with you for your protection. A lot of young persons have left these parts and never been seen again.
How long do you think it'll
So
take?
Jenny and Robert, off they go.
No, I don't even know where there is. Not really. Let's take these things off.
They see some wildlife. So they continue to walk and walk and walk, and eventually they find Mike's cabin, or what they believe is Mike's cabin. Spoiler alert, it is Mike's cabin. Well, Mike's not there, he's out somewhere, so they decide to go skinny dipping instead. The actress is Catherine Bauman, and we got a shot of her boobies here,
Come on in. The water's
which I can't show you. While the two of them frolic away, they got a couple of peeping Toms. This here is Levon and Danker. James Keach in his second theatrical movie.
That guy looks like a faggot. Watch, he actually wants to kiss you. He's getting closer. I bet he got your big old tit.
Of course, that's what he's going to do. He's going to get some BT. What do you think he's in the water for?
They do confront them, and they're not all that friendly, but they end up leaving them alone.
I know you're okay, Curly. I know it. Bye-bye.
So long.
Oh.
They decide not to sleep in the cabin. Instead, they sleep out under the stars in their sleeping bag. And Levon and Danker attack them. And one of them holds down the other guy, and it looks like he stabs him. He does have a knife there, but he actually never does stab him. He knocks him out instead. And I think they take turns on Jenny, although we don't really see anything. The attack eventually ends. They leave, and they console each other. Physically, they're okay. But Jenny's a little messed up in the head for obvious reasons. The next day they go back to the cabin and hang out there. Still no sign of Michael, though. Robert hears a rustling, grabs his hatchet and hides, but oh look, it's Freddy Krueger. That's Michael.
Michael.
What the hell are you doing here?
Your letter
What letter?
to Jenny.
Is she here too?
He consoles her too.
You have to think about the good things and drive that devil out of your house. Jenny, who understands? Maybe it's fate. Listen, maybe you'll find some truth in it. I know that must sound like bullshit, but I wouldn't know how else to deal with it.
Levon and Dank are getting paranoid.
Killed that bitch last night. Oh, that's right, Dink. You got to think. You got to think. And even if you didn't, they're going to be waiting for us. Oh, we saw that other boy come in here this morning.
Well, they go and confront Robert. They get into a fight.
Get him, Dink.
Robert's able to knock down one of them pretty quickly. The fight is pretty freaking uneventful, actually. Eventually, the two hooligans take off. Jenny finds a book and reads it, and I guess that helps her.
Is the breaking of the shell that encloses your understanding. Even as the stone of the fruit must break, that its heart may stand in the sun.
A sunburst? Our movie ends with the two of them walking off.
Laughter and sharing of pleasures. For in the dew of little things, the heart finds its morning and is refreshed. What do I know?
All right, let's talk about the movie Slash Dreams. I got this on this Chilling Classics 50 movie pack, so not much to see there. But this came out in 1975. The original title of this movie is called Sunburst. And then when it came out on VHS, they made it look like a horror movie and called it Slashed Dreams. Now, it's interesting, if you look at the VHS box of this, even though it's called Slashed Dreams and it has Freddy Krueger in it, you'd think they would have highlighted that, but they don't. He's not even mentioned at all, really at all. So, not on the cover art or anything. So, but yeah, it does have Robert Englund, and this was the second movie he did in his movie career. So, anyway, IMDb lists this movie as a horror movie, and again, it's portrayed as one, but I don't really think it is. If you've seen my review of the past, the movie I did called Cage Terror, which I think might be one of the worst movies ever made, this kind of has a similar vibe to that. It's not a good movie by any means. It's a quick movie, 78 minutes. That's nice. What we have here is some college hippie type kids, and one of them, this girl named Jenny, gets a letter from her friend Mike, who apparently was a student at one point, but he decided he just couldn't deal with society anymore, so he ran off into the woods and has been living remotely in a cabin somewhere for who knows how long. And then Jenny and her boyfriend decide, well, let's go visit him. So they hop in the car and they go backpacking and they go off into the woods. They go skinny dipping. They spend the night. And then they meet these two yokels. One of them is James Keach, and he plays Levon, and his partner is a guy named Danker. Well, the two of them are just kind of like hillbilly types, and they kind of confront them when they're skinny dipping, and then they leave. But then that night they attack them. They subdue the guy, I forget his name, and they take the girl and they rape her. So then after they rape her, they leave. I thought they'd stabbed the guy, but apparently they didn't. They just knocked him out. And then the next day, they're fine again. Now, previously, before they even ran into these two, before skinny dipping, they actually found the cabin where Michael lives. However, Michael wasn't there. Maybe he was out collecting brush or something. I don't know, but he wasn't there. So anyway, after they compose themselves, they go back to the cabin. Michael's still not there. They go inside, and Jenny just kind of reflects on what happened. Dude goes outside, and then he sees some rustling in the bushes or something. He grabs a little hatchet and he's ready to attack, but it turns out it's Michael coming home. Michael's so happy to see him. Hey, how's it going? And how'd you get here? And he says, oh, that Jenny got a letter. He's like, Jenny, is she here? Yeah, she's inside. But then he explains what happened. So he goes inside and tries to console Jenny. I don't know. And then he walks out, and then Jenny reads a book and somehow gets enlightened by whatever she's reading. And the last scene in the movie is her and her boyfriend walking back to out in the wilderness, I guess presumably back to their car to get back to society. I don't know. There also was a brief fight scene. They have a second encounter with Levon and Danker, and the dude basically beats them both up, and they go fleeing. There you go. That's it. I don't know what to make of this movie. There's some cheesy soundtrack music in this movie by an artist named, I think, Roberta Van Dier, including a song called Animals Are Clumsy Too, which is kind of catchy. But most of the songs sound like, if you ever hear that song, Ooh Child, by, I think it's the Five Stair Steps? Sounds like that. Just cheesy 70s slow music. It's okay. It's okay. It's just... oh man, this movie just reeks of the 70s, and there's really not a whole hell of a lot that goes on. But again, it's 78 minutes, so it goes pretty fast. So, but anyway, again, I don't have much to say about this movie. There's not much to say. There's a little bit of nude scenes. The actress has one, the dude has one. We see his butt. But yeah, that's pretty much it. No gore. This is not a horror movie. Nobody dies. There isn't a single death in this movie. I guess it's horrible what happened to the woman, but it's not a horror movie per se. Maybe a thriller, a low-rate drama thriller. I don't know. But there's something about this movie that makes me think I will go back and revisit it again. I don't know why, but it seems like an easy watch. So if you want to kill 78 minutes, you want something in the background while you're doing it, I guess you can't go wrong with Sunburst, otherwise known as Slashed Dreams. Not available on DVD, or not available like on a legit DVD. I think it's in the public domain, so there's all kinds of companies that have put this out. I'll leave a link down below if you're looking for it. Again, it's not bad. You can probably find it even streaming on YouTube or something. I wouldn't be surprised. So check it out. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think about Slashed Dreams. Watch it. Bye.